Hello! Welcome to session 23 of Novels and Nightmares.
You are so charismatic. Where does it go?
I catch myself off guard. I know that I'm the one who clicks the button, but I'm still caught off guard.
That's amazing.
Hello. Welcome to session 23 of Novels and Nightmares. My name is Mint. My pronouns are he, they, and I am your Dungeon Master.
Hello, my name is Ari. Oh, fuck. My pronouns are also he, they, and I play our cowboy paladin, Zakkas Austem.
Hey, I'm River. My pronouns are he, him, and I play Lunan, silly little druid thing. Very creature core.
My name is, I play, T, the tiefling. My pronouns are she, her, and T's are she, they. Okay.
My name is Braeden Swain. My pronouns, he, him, his. And I play Tomalton, TinkerTat, owner of Tat's one-stop shop for all your tinkering wants and needs. Tinkering, it's all what I do. I'm just a little guy, and I'm making chicken wing.
I hated the body language in that. That was kind of like the worst part.
Hey, I just want to say, it's the first time I've ever done it standing up, and I think it's better.
Oh no.
Method acting, get really into character.
We can make this the last episode, right? Like, we don't have
I fast
And
forward
then
us to
rocks
the
fall
end
and everyone
right
dies.
And Seal lives on.
And I am Alex. My pronouns are a secret that I'll never tell. And I play Volition, the tiefling sorcerer. Pronouns they, them.
Alex, I have a question.
What's your question?
Do you know the secret, actually?
Okay, that's
All right.
Answer it. Maybe I lost that note. What's your point?
Oh no, did you
Put
lose
it
your
on the sticky
pronouns
note
too?
somewhere.
No, I stole the pronouns, actually.
No.
They're hidden under the
Piece
floorboards.
of shit.
You
Motherfucker.
can hear them making
The
noise.
Braeden, and that's why he's got 3.
The telltale pronoun.
No.
That's
No!
how pronouns. Oh, that's fucking funny. Anyway, we support trans rights on this fucking thing, and if you don't, get the fuck out. Anyway,
Correct.
go for it.
Yeah, do you want to do the recap?
Oh, yeah. Alright, what happened last time?
So much.
Was the Lord Drop last time or the one that
We
was
had-
silent last time? I think it
Yes.
was. Oh, that sucks. Okay. Pardon me. So we got a little bit more lore drop about how things work in the world. Pardon me. Luckily, it was relatively related to what we already knew, so it wasn't like a crazy amount of new information. We learned a little bit of the backstory about another time, another land from the Gentlefolk saga. We all know that stuff. You guys don't, though, because our mic was off.
Yes. If you want to know all of the lore that I dropped about the Gentlefolk saga, visit Records of the Realms, where the Gentlefolk saga is a campaign that we both play in. And some of the PCs and characters from that are deities in this universe, and the Gentlefolk saga is their story of their life.
Yeah, catch us next...
On Saturday.
Saturday, actually. This Saturday.
This Saturday on Records of the Realms, which I'll put a little thing for in the chat, theoretically. We'll be playing... We're on season 3 now,
Season
right?
3?
Yeah, our second session third... Second session in season 3 of the Gentlefolk saga.
Death duo, freshly married. Shit's falling apart.
Yeah.
Good time. Alright, so...
Both wins.
Anyway.
We learned that, and then we learned a lot more than that, and then just headed back.
I'm trying to... You definitely... T asked some, good and interesting questions. I'm trying to recall what they were.
I remember it was, do gods have notebooks?
Oh, yeah.
But I don't remember the rest of them.
Yes, basically the answer to that was gods have stories, and Oh, there was an important, not necessarily like important, but a lore thing that you guys learned that over time, after people die, if it's been a long time, people's notebooks just disappear.
Mhm.
Nobody knows, like, nobody sees them and they're like, oh, it magically floats into light or some shit. It's just like, oh, the notebook got lost. I don't know what happened to it. But that happens to everyone. And it seems to be
Eventually, we're all forgotten.
Yeah, thank you for that.
Yeah.
You
know, everybody's always losing notebooks. I don't know if that's ever happened to you, but I one time lost chapters of what was going to be a book. Anyway.
God
You are
damn.
never gonna forget that, are you?
No, it's very upsetting. Anyway.
Shit is getting real today, guys.
Sorry.
Hey, I just want to say sorry about that whole forgotten thing.
It's okay.
And Seal lives on forever in our hearts.
God. I'm trying to remember. Not a crazy amount happened last time. We went back and kind of got into some separate rooms, did that kind of stuff, and settled down for that. We basically spent most of the time just talking about stuff in the beginning.
You guys got a little bit of like gossip down at the docks.
That's right. That's right.
About another what seems to be a connected attack. Connected attack in the town of Duskport in the kingdom of Vemheim, which you haven't been to yet. How are those wings, Braeden?
Oh my god. They're so good.
Toby. Come here, baby.
I was a little concerned they weren't going to be done, but they're done.
Wonderful. Yeah, so we got that. A little bit of a related. We learned about the other attacks again, and that there had been one in Duskport. And then after that, we kind of settled down for the night. We had Volition and Lunan snuggling in bed, which is very cute. And T, I think, went her own separate way. Baron and Zach went.
T is in the same room as.
I'm in the same room.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yes. In the same room as Volition and Lunan.
Yeah.
Volition and Lunan are sharing a bed. I believe that T is in a separate bed, but they're all having a little sleepover.
Yep. Tat is in his own room. And Baron and Zach were together. Do you want me to talk about the dream? Actually, I want Braeden to talk about the dream, and then we'll get to everything else.
Yeah, Braeden, let's hear about the dream.
Ew.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm sorry. KFC is finger looking good, and this isn't KFC, and it's so much fucking better.
Not sponsored.
Sorry, what was I saying? Oh yes, the dream. The dream was actually pretty spooky. Every time I think about it, I get chills. It was terrifying because for the first time, like in a long time, the hat didn't work. And you know, I just ran, like I failed to save pretty hard. All of a sudden, I was like, oh, you have to do something. So you have to kill somebody for me or you die. And that's not really much of a choice. Especially now that Tat has so much to live for.
What do you mean that the Night Serpent didn't offer you a fair deal? That's crazy.
But yeah, so has so much to live for, and so this choice is actually just not a choice. He's got to kill somebody. And as far as Tat, but you know, from the dream, as far as Tat's aware, there's not a whole lot of regulation on it. As far as who he's supposed to kill, he doesn't have a lot of clarification. But then the next morning he wakes up and he runs into Baron and Zach. And I'll let somebody else talk about that.
Do you want to share that bit?
Sure.
You'd probably say it in a better way than I would, so.
What that?
I mean, I would just...
Basically, Tat and
Oh no, I
Baron.
was talking about the Baron Zack thing.
Oh, I will not say it in a better way than you will. Go on. Oh, I'll let you take over, actually. Go on.
Well, Baron and Zack made up and
Had a romantic rendezvous.
There you
that's
go.
it.
Yeah.
That's it.
There
I was
you
gonna go
go.
with, had a biblical interaction, but
Oh my god.
I was gonna say congrats on the sex, so like,
yeah, and so they made up finally. And then Tat came running in right the next morning, and Tat, I think that's back to you, buddy.
I think he's doing chicken things.
Oh, he,
What you think?
Chicken things.
Back to you. Tell us what happened.
the awful thing that happened the next morning.
Well, the awful thing was that happened the next morning is after I barge in and they put clothes on and whatever. They, I started kind of grilling Baron on why the shit is happening. Baron's not really sure, doesn't have a lot of clarity, and then we get a little too close to each other. Baron gets fully possessed in a very scary way. Posture changes, voice is like overlapped with the very sinister feminine voice of the Night Serpent, and I have a sword that is gonna take somebody's soul, I guess. And it's supposed to be like a one-time thing. I still don't think I have clarification on the kind of person I'm supposed to go after. But the rule is that it can't take too long, which also wasn't fucking specified. It just can't take too long.
Yeah. I believe the specific wording that was used multiple times was
Until it's no longer necessary.
yeah, until it no longer matters.
Yeah, so like whatever the fuck that means.
Who's to say?
Who's to say? Me.
But yeah,
but I won't.
That's what happened.
Yep. And then Baron broke down crying and felt his emotions for the first time in 30 years. Is that pretty accurate?
More than that.
We ended the session.
30. He's old shit.
He's an asthma.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
We ended the session with Baron crying himself to sleep in Zack's arms.
Oh.
Cool. So with that, we're actually going to start by rewinding the clock just a tiny bit. Just do a couple quick things from the night before. Just as a fun little meta knowledge thing that some of you may or may not know about, we see a little red wormling fashioned with its little letter carrying sort of like harness on, which is empty, fly down toward the Austem house, and then a few minutes later fly away, now laden with a letter inside of its harness. I would like to ask, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to ask everyone to make a perception check, please.
Isn't it 2 letters?
No. It is 1 letter. This is not your wordling, T.
Oh.
This is in the dead of night, while everyone is asleep.
Well.
This is while everyone is asleep. Fully middle of the night.
Well,
Honestly,
I got a
probably
9,
around the
so-
time that Tat is having his dream.
That's gonna be a strong 5.
Oh, he walked away.
Also, 5.
I,
11. I miss having a bonus to perception.
Twelve plus 4, 16.
16. T. You are asleep in your bed in your room with the two others in there with you. Your dead sleep is woken up by the sound of the window very quietly creaking open.
Oh.
Would you like to turn and look, or are you going to just go back to sleep?
I'm gonna act like I'm rolling over in my sleep. So I'm gonna keep my eyes almost closed all the way, but so that I can, but open them just a tiny bit so that I can see what's going on.
Cool. Make me a stealth check.
Stealth?
Stealth.
Um, 8.
Volition, please make me a perception check.
Also an 8.
Fuck.
No.
Oh god, in this case,
Roll off?
who fucking beats it, because it's both of you. Yeah, each roll just a flat d20. Each of you.
Oh god, what D20 doesn't want to betray me? You. That's an actual 20!
Six.
I was at this one thing right here.
Oh no.
Volition, you see T turn over, and you can tell that her eyes are just slightly open in the direction of the window where you're standing.
Volition passes the letter off and then just gives a little wave.
Oh shit, it's French.
What'd you fucking say?
I wish I had some ranch. Is what Braeden just
Tense
said.
fucking
It got
moment.
really loud from Tat's room.
He's talking in his sleep before he has the nightmare, and that's what he's thinking about.
I'd really like some ranch.
Cool, yeah, so T, you see Volition attach this letter into this red wormling as it then flies off. And you know that you have been seen.
What?
Actually, can I hold the worm, attach it, but stop the wormling from leaving just yet?
Sure. Absolutely, yeah. It'll wait for your signal before it leaves.
Cool.
It's just chilling there, licking its little lips, looking at you like this.
A baby.
I'm gonna mumble. You better give it a piece of gold. It likes to eat gold.
At that, it sort of tilts its little head and turns its head towards you, Volition, licking its lips.
Oh, Volition sighs and digs out a couple pieces of gold and hands them over.
It just immediately crunch, 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 crunch.
Good.
See, I was hoping they'd pay for it when they got it, but yeah, I guess I can tip it now.
Wait, what does this thing look like?
It's about yay big, tiny little red dragon.
Ah!
And
Baby
I will remind you, T, your wormling that took your letter was blue. So this is not the same
Oh.
one.
Okay.
Cool. Do you send it on its way, Volition?
Yeah, does T not ask or anything?
I'm gonna I'm gonna ask you about this in the morning.
and all the proof will be burned. All right. Yeah, Volition, let's the
What?
Do you
got the
say
dragon
that?
here, right here. No, I don't fucking say that.
Oh no.
I'd let the dragon go.
Cool. Yeah. Wormling flaps off into the night. Volition, you're free to go back and cuddle with Lunan, and you're free to head on back to sleep.
Okay. I go
Cool.
back to sleep.
Great.
Lay back down.
You guys peacefully pass through the night. For the next morning, I would like the three of you in that room to all give me perception checks again.
Slay. And there we go. Oh boy. I got a natural 1, guys. I don't know what
You're absolutely zonked out.
Drooling.
I got a 6.
13.
13. Volition, you hear Tat's little feet absolutely just
Ew.
slamming down the hallway. And you hear a door open, and you hear noises of talking in the other room, but it's not loud enough for you to make out any words. And it goes on for several minutes.
I try to like roll Lunan off me, not being gentle about it. I'm very much. I don't care if you wake up.
They're
Oh,
fucking
God.
they're like,
T, can you? I don't help or maybe investigate. I don't know.
Okay, we're gonna talk about what happened in the middle of the night.
Oh,
she said straight to.
All right,
Oh, well,
I'm
awesome.
awake now.
She said, "Fuck
She
everything
said, "I
else."
told you
Secret.
we were gonna pick up in the morning."
You have a captive audience, which is absolutely crushed underneath a drooling Lunan.
So what time is this in relation to Tat storming off? Has Tat
It has been a few minutes at this point, I would say. You can hear talking in the other room.
Okay. I'm gonna peek out the door first and see if I can hear better.
Cool.
Like,
Make
what's
me,
going on?
Make me another perception check.
These dice suck. 3 plus 4 is
7.
7.
Yeah, the most that you've got is there's talking in the other room.
Do I know it's Tat?
You can assume that it's Tat. You heard his little feet going in that direction, but that's all you got.
And do I know that Baron and Zach are in the other room?
Yeah, you know what room it is for sure. But that's all you got.
Okay.
It doesn't. I will say this, even on that lower roll, it doesn't sound. Nobody's yelling. You know, it doesn't sound like a loud, heated argument or anything like that. It just sounds like talking.
Well, I think Zach is having a and Baron, Zach, and Tat are having a conversation really early in the morning before people woke up.
That's not uncommon for Zach and Tat, actually.
Yeah.
Many documented instances of it being of that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
least
this
5.
it does not strike you as unusual, I would say.
I'm just gonna go close the door again, and because I'm like, whatever.
Cool. Yeah. If you want to take advantage of your captive audience, now is the time.
Okay.
Volition now trying harder to roll Lunan off of them.
So, were you sending a letter to last night?
I super don't want to talk about that.
I'm gonna be real honest with you.
Gotta keep it 100, Chief.
Well, then, Zach is gonna super hear about that.
Oh my god, blackmail?
That's fucking hilarious.
I'm gonna tell Party Dad on you.
And he's not
A1,
going to
Sarah.
if I talk about it with you now.
What?
And he's not going to hear about it if I talk about it with you now.
Depends what the answer is.
God, playing hardball, Jesus.
Zach raised her
She's
well.
been taking interrogation lessons from you, Tat.
Hey,
I learned it from watching you.
Roll for blackmail?
No, Volition's sufficiently like spooked into listening at that. The whole thing with Zach's family, I don't know, made me start thinking about my family, and I haven't talked to them in a really long time, and I didn't know if it was a great idea to reach out, and I couldn't sleep last night, so I wrote a letter. You were awake, so I kind of thought you were gonna ask, so I was gonna show you, but you just rolled over. I just miss my family.
Volition, please make me either a persuasion or deception check. You don't have to tell us which one.
I don't want to tell you this number. Can I just DM you the number?
Yes, you can DM me the number.
Is that going to be opposed by
Yes,
by like
please,
an insight?
please make an insight check, T.
Okay.
Mm.
11, 12.
You know, a little salty.
Not bad though, probably.
No, like super not bad.
They look
I
delicious.
think- I think they would be perfect with like ranch.
But he doesn't have any.
15.
I totally forgot I was
15?
doing that.
Cool. Seems legit.
Okay. Well, everyone misses their family, I think. And talk about it with me anytime you want.
That's so nice and so not necessary. I'll be honest. The reason Zach talking to his family made me think of mine is because they sucked in similar ways. I don't know, but if Zach was willing to give his a shot, at least at being cordial. If you guys were willing to give me a shot, maybe it's I don't know. I don't know. Sorry to worry you.
Where did
that's
you
so
get
sweet.
that idea?
Talking to them at all.
Oh, okay.
Talking to them at all in a way that wasn't just straight up to your face, go fuck yourself, and I don't want to be here.
They have not seen each other in person in 8 years. We'll see.
Forgot napkin.
That's funny though.
Oh, suck it, cook.
Also,
There were
real
also
quick,
some members of your family that you were willing to be very nice to.
Can we take a moment? I just finished this blanket that I have been knitting and putting together since 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
It's so big. Look at this fucking thing.
Holy
my
shit.
Look
God.
at this fucking thing. It keeps going.
This is like Mary Poppins in her bag. Like, what the hell's going on?
I
That's
I
huge.
do want to say, big blankets exclusively better than small blankets.
Correct.
This is the truest thing I've ever heard. Like, you couldn't. Like, what? Oh my god.
Am I Gimli?
We don't have enough time to unpack all of that.
We cannot talk about
Short
this
answer
right
is
now.
yeah, like a little.
Brandon, we cannot talk about this right now.
Yeah, the short
Stop
answer,
talking.
kinda.
I can't talk about Gimli without laughing hysterically because of how River talks about Gimli.
We cannot talk about this right now.
I like that the captions call him Gamely.
Yeah, you're right.
We gotta cut. We gotta keep.
Cut the
keep
cameras,
going.
cut the
Because
cameras.
the camera's dead ass. River won't be able to focus if we keep talking about Gimli. That's all I'm gonna say.
Guys, Braeden, stop it right now.
So anyway.
Every time Braden disappears off his camera, I feel like he's gonna appear on Lunan's.
Braeden, I need water. Bring me water, boy.
You need water?
Uh-oh.
Bring me water, boy.
No, I'm just laughing so hard. I need water.
Did you say bring me water, boy?
Yes, Braeden, please. I'm just laughing too hard. I don't feel like getting up because I'm cozy in my blanket.
Don't bother me.
Winnie, you're not allowed on the table. Come get it.
So anyway.
Oh,
Anything else that you guys, the two of you, would like to talk about in your conversation before Lunan
Yeah,
wakes up?
I know. I woke up and I said, "Oh, that's so sweet." That was in character.
Got it. Yeah, so Volition Lunan is just fully on top of you and is awake.
This family doesn't happen to burn down towns, do they?
Oh no.
Are you saying that at Volition?
Yes.
Oh, holy shit. I think that like actually genuinely like their mouth kind of falls open and they look really upset at that comment actually. For just like that is the scariest fucking thing in my life. Jesus goddamn Christ, Braden.
take the fucking water! Fuck.
He actually did it. The madman.
The man, the myth, the legend.
You absolute mad lad.
He filled that shit to the top, though.
I mean, it's a fucking 6-ounce glass. So.
Like he was moving so fucking slowly.
Guys, I can't giggle when I'm drinking water because I can't swallow and it's awkward.
Yeah, there's like no deception check I think Volition can possibly make to disguise that like really fucks with them for like half a second before they go, no, my family is fine. They're not violent.
Okay, just because it sounds like you grew up with Lunan in the. Yeah,
Not always, no.
the uprising or whatever they're called.
The unwritten.
The unwritten.
Sarah, it's been a year.
I mean, they are uncompromising.
They are uprising. I guess she's not wrong. Listen, I don't have my memory, but like that just kind of feels sensitive. I don't know. That's some deep intuition in me. Like a
no,
sore subject.
that's fun backstory, sad things that you get to unlock later. That's unwritten even.
Sorry, you don't have experience to unlock this dialogue option yet.
Volition will remember that.
This action will have consequences.
No, that I didn't join them until I was like a teenager. I kind of meant my my actual before them family.
Oh, okay.
It's like, alright, whatever.
Cool. Anyway.
She's like tight.
As long as they're not interested in burning downtown,
Bird towns get money. Sorry, go on.
I
yeah.
promise they have absolutely no interest in anything to do with that.
Okay.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Can you all three of you make me perception checks again, please?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my god, are you kidding me? I got a 14.
Nobody knows anything.
Fucking 3.
What am I doing? Perception or
Perception.
perception? Okay, that's 18.
18. Hell yeah. Lunan, I would say with your check, you hear Tat's little feet leave the room. T, with an 18, you hear intense sobbing coming from.
Can I roll insight on the pitter pat of Tat's feet to see if they're like distressed pitter pats or not?
Sure.
Because he's like my best friend. So.
And
He's
Lunan
like my
doesn't
second
wear
best friend.
shoes, so Lunan would understand.
I know, I have feet sense.
Does Tat sound like a duck running on hardwood? Which is
Fuck
one of
me,
Mit's favorite
okay.
sounds.
No! Hold on, I can do math. Only an 11.
He is. I think all you're gonna get is he's leaving the room at. Actually, Braeden, if you were at the camera right now, I was gonna have him tell me what pace he's leaving the room at.
Of course, I'm at the camera.
All right.
And he's not there.
What pace are you leaving the room? Is it like hurried or is it like slow?
It is at a deliberate pace.
Okay. Lemon,
Yeah.
I would say that's about all that you get in your foot insight check.
Damn it.
Your finsight check.
Your fun sight check.
Man, oh man. Well.
And yeah, so that's what you get on that. T, you hear sobbing in the other room, and you also hear Tat leaving. Volition, you're a little distracted right now.
Little bit. Think about fire.
Oh no.
Wait, what?
Huh?
I thought you said something about fire.
Who said anything about fire?
Anyway,
I don't know. Somebody's crying.
Oh my god, we're in the gaslighting stage of the girl boss era.
we skipped girl boss and gatekeep and went straight for gaslight.
You know what happens?
It does.
You know, innovation that excites.
Who is crying?
T, on an 18, you think that kind of sounds like Baron. You don't know because you have definitely never heard this before. But if you had to pick a person,
Well, based on deduction of what I've heard, it can't be Tat, because I just heard him pitter-patter away.
That's fucking hilarious.
So the only two options are Tat or Baron or some other random person, and I think it's Baron.
Well, that can't be good. He's so repressed.
Should we?
I'll roll off Volition.
Thank God, I can breathe again. Volition pokes the arm they suddenly have feeling again in for the first time in 8 hours.
I am sorry about that.
Should we maybe go make sure things are okay?
Probably. That'd probably be a good idea.
Yeah, probably.
Cool. You guys head out. Tat, unless you are going... Are you going somewhere specific, or are you just currently, like, going through the hallway to get, like, back to your room?
I definitely am just going back to the room.
Cool. In that case, I will say, as you guys come out of the room, you probably run into Tat in the hallway.
Who's crying? What happened?
Why are you pitter-pattering?
I think Tat probably just keeps walking.
Kitty.
Damn, good morning.
I think at that comment, Tat whips his head around for a moment. It very explicitly not angry, but just a not the fucking time look, and then keeps walking.
Damn.
Wonder what's wrong with him. Can we go walk into Baron and Zach's room?
Sure. The door is closed. It might be like
Zach is preoccupied, so he didn't get up.
I guess it depends if Tat closed the door when he left.
Yeah.
Cool. So the door is closed. As you get closer, you all can definitely hear sobbing on the other side. That I think at this point is beginning to sort of trickle off in that way where you've cried for so long that you just can't do it anymore kind of sound.
You're in the...
This is sad, guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna crack open the door and go, do you guys have clothes on?
Zach's gonna just look up at you and just shake his head and just kind of, in a nice way, but kind of be like, not right now.
Yeah, when you look in, you see Zach sitting on the bed with Baron just curled up into a ball, just squished against his chest.
Oh.
Poor baby.
Stop making me feel bad for Baron. Fuck that guy.
No, I love that bastard.
I am determined to make
Oh my
it bad
God.
for him.
Oh, pathetic meow meow. Fuck. God damn it.
Sopping wet right now.
Oh.
Sad, pathetic, and
Sad, pathetic, and wet, the man.
wet.
Gonna close the door and walk away.
Cool.
Is what's her fuck still making Braeden?
No, I'm gonna say she's probably asleep right now.
She's an elf.
Yeah.
She's sleeping.
Yeah.
She just has nothing to do in her life.
Yeah.
So instead of trancing,
She chooses to sleep.
sleeps. Yeah.
Fucking rich people.
God.
Fucking rich people. Yeah, so the three of you, Tat has gone off to his room. Baron and Zach are still in theirs. If there's anything specific that you guys would like to do for the next few hours between the three of you, or if Tat has something, let me know. Otherwise, we'll just sort of skip ahead a little bit.
You do have free reign over this nice rich people house, so do with that information what you will.
Can I practice with my bow and arrow somewhere? Please say they have an
Absolutely.
archery.
Oh, they absolutely have fucking archery range in the backyard.
Yes.
Yeah, so you can, absolutely go ahead and practice with your bow and arrow. Lunan, Volition, anything for you guys?
Actually, I would also like to do a little combat practice.
Hell yeah.
I was gonna say you want to ransack their pantry.
They got the good shit.
Good post-workout activity.
Heist.
Oh, Braeden just walked by the door and I got a little scared.
Ellie just got home. That's what all that noise was.
Lurking.
Oh, I mean, I didn't hear that, but you just walked by the door and I just got scared.
I also have something just whenever.
Cool. I just want to double check if Lunan has anything specific. Are you joining in on combat practice? Are you watching, raiding the pantry? What's up?
I'm just raiding the pantry. That's what I'm doing.
You find some
I'm set on that.
excellent snacks. Tat, what have you got going on? Whenever you're ready.
I think Tat goes and gets dressed, right? I think he goes and gets dressed, and sorry, River, did you see a package today at any point when you got home or something?
Did I see a package?
Yeah. No. Okay. Sorry. I think Tat gets dressed. I think Tat is like very tied up in this, and
Girl, the big fucking electable.
is kind of is kind of in this headspace of how do I fix this problem, right? And I definitely think in that there's also a sense of how do I get, like, this is a problem that needs to go away fast, right? And the faster it goes away, the quicker we can focus on everything else. So I think he gets fully dressed, and he sheaths this new sword in sheaths this new sword in his in where his old rapier would have gone, in that holster there. And then goes downstairs to ask what's Zach's aunt's name? I'm sorry, I forget. Lindis. He goes downstairs to find Lindis.
Cool. She is absolutely still asleep. However, I would say one of the guest rooms has like a lovely little plaque on it that has her name, so you know what room is hers.
Fuck her. What?
I think I knock on the door.
Cool. It takes a couple of seconds. She opens the door. She's got a do you know the fucking widow? My husband died under mysterious circumstances, translucent robe kind of situation.
Yeah.
She's got one of those on, and she does have a nightgown on underneath. So, she's decent, but very luxurious, over the top robe on as she sort of opens the door and is like, yes. And she looks directly in front of her, and then goes and repeats herself. Yes.
Who's the fairest person in town? And by fair, I mean justice fair.
Oh. Well. What do you need from them? Fair in terms that there are some, people who sell bread who have very fair prices. Is that what do you need? A lawyer? What is the avenue?
I want to drop kick her off a
fairness
fucking roof.
in.
I hate her.
God damn.
Holy fuck.
I think Tat's gonna look at her and be like, okay, I'm going to explain this as if you are very young.
I am centuries old.
And yet still know nothing.
She looks very taken aback at that.
Fair as in someone who can decide if someone deserves to die.
Well, I'm sure that I don't believe there is anyone in this tiny hamlet who would fit anything near that description. If it is moral philosophies you want, I suggest you find a cleric.
I'm gonna turn around and leave.
Cool, yeah. She just makes and goes and closes her door again.
I in hindsight, it wasn't the best play to insult her, but also not super not in the mood. Yeah, Tat's gonna go find a cleric, the closest one.
Cool. You know for sure there's gonna be at least one cleric at the library.
Yep, that's where I go, I guess.
Cool. Let me see real quick. Fuck yeah. You head towards the library. Are you actually going in the front door this time?
Yeah.
Cool. You walk in, and you see sort of it looks like she's sort of like just walking in and like is still like sort of buttoning up her robe. You see Tibis, who is the cleric who was here last time. And she sort of looks up at you come and is like, oh, Tomalton, TinkerTat.
Who is the closest person that deserves to die?
That's a loaded question.
Or maybe if this helps, the closest person who needs to die.
Fuck.
I don't know if I believe that anybody deserves or needs to die, and I don't know if I feel comfortable giving you any name because I have a feeling that means you're gonna go kill that person. I don't really feel comfortable answering that question.
Listen, I understand there's kind of a moral thing going on here.
A bit, yeah.
And I want you to know that the last thing that I want is to kill somebody. But some people need to.
She takes a deep breath at that and sort of walks up closer to you and like puts a hand on your shoulder. And looks you straight in the eyes, which she's a halfling, so you guys are about close to the same height. It's like, I won't pretend to know what you have going on. I am not going to tell you a person to kill. I will, however, try to give you a little piece of advice. That sounds, if this is something you need to do, that sounds like something that's a choice that you need to make yourself. And you shouldn't be going and asking other people and putting that on them. I don't think that's very fair of you.
Is there a judge in this town?
There is not. There is fuck all in this town. I don't know what to tell you. There's fuck all here.
Baby!
Oh my goodness. And tonight playing Nifa, or playing Lunan, we have Nifa. If you want, if you want a person who's gonna tell you to go kill somebody, I would look in a bigger city. Or, I don't know, ask somebody in a fucking alley, but
The thing is, I need someone with a strong, firm moral compass to tell me who to kill.
And I'm gonna tell you this, nobody with a strong, firm moral compass that is actually a strong, firm moral compass is going to tell you.
I have a question. How do you summon a demon?
Are you fucking kidding me, dude?
That is,
You're
again,
making the best impression.
not my area of expertise. There's certainly research that you could do about that. Again, there's fuck all in this town, so there's not, as far as I know, any information about that here. I would not know. Are you gonna ask the demon for advice, or are you gonna kill it?
Probably the advice.
Right, you want somebody with a strong, firm moral compass. And so your next option after a cleric and a judge is to summon a demon.
Truly, any demon will do.
Is there anything I can actually help you with, or are you just gonna just say the most insane shit that I've ever heard in my life all day?
I think Tat at this point is going to turn around, walk outside.
Yeah.
And then I think, like, can I make, like, an Arcana check or something to see if I can bullshit my way into summoning any demon?
Sure.
What is your fucking
You know
motivation,
what?
bud?
Fucking sure.
No, I love this. TinkerTat is like the funniest person ever.
Okay.
Good choice, a demon and not a god.
So that's a 15.
15. Where are you standing? You just like right outside the library?
Yeah.
You hear
Oh
not
my God.
from any specific direction, but sort of in your own ears, a slithering.
Ew.
And you suddenly feel yourself unable to move.
Oh, fuck off.
You are aware of the fact that you are definitely conscious. You
Okay.
are awake right now. You don't see it, you feel a figure behind you, and you see a tall, gigantic shadow of a serpent appear on the ground in front of you before it shrinks in size, and you see, again, you are unable to turn and look behind you, but you see the silhouette of that cloaked woman that you saw in your dream last night, and you feel her bend closer so her face is right next to your ear, and you hear her go, "If you needed more guidance, Lamley, you need only ask. I would be more than happy to have a closer relationship in this."
I don't know. Nope. No, I don't need it. I don't need to talk to you. You're the last person I want to talk to right now. So I was actually really trying to summon a different person. So, I mean, and truly, you're lovely. Really, sweetheart, really got me right there. But please, dear God. I think at this point, Tat's just gonna, like, grandstand. And I think it's just like Mr. Smith Goes to Washington, right? I think it's like, and this, and hear ye, and just is just yelling motionless because he can't move.
Cool.
Yeah.
She allows it to happen for a few minutes. You feel a scaly, clawed hand very slowly and deliberately reach its way across your shoulder upwards to grab onto your throat.
Okay.
It is not actively squeezing. It seems to be more there as the threat that it could.
Okay.
And you can't do anything about it.
I guess I'll shut the fuck up then.
Cool. She says, "Allow me to add an extra clause so that you are able to more properly complete this task. In order for the soul that you collect to meet my standards, you may not have any help in choosing. You are more than welcome to ask me.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, the choice must be yours and yours
Cool.
Do you have any questions?
I think Tat is just like, wow. It's. I think the short answer is no, right? And I think the long answer is. I think the long answer is. The pleasure of this business will be when it's over. And then doesn't say anything else.
She responds, well, the pleasure of this business for me is the journey of it. I do hope that you learn something from this, Lamley. And you feel the hand so fucking slowly pull back away. You feel her stand back up behind you, and you see the shadow expand hugely into that giant serpentine figure again before it just slowly sort of disperses into all of the shadows around you.
Cool.
And you are able to move again.
I think Tat is going to have a slow, shameful crawl. By crawl, I mean walk back to the Zach's, childhood home.
You see some of your other party members practicing and seeming to be enjoying themselves in the backyard as you walk up. Is there anything else that you would like to do in a little bit while we wait for Zach and Baron?
Are there any books in the house?
Absolutely.
So
there's
many.
So many books. There's a full library.
Are there any books about animals and their souls?
Make me an investigation check.
Well, I'm pretty good at that.
You're looking specifically for books about animals and their souls?
Mostly, do animals have souls?
Okay.
Yeah, DM, make that fucking philosophical call right now, live on stream. Does my dog have a soul?
And that's a 26 for my check.
26?
Oh, I sure hope the answer is yes, because Nifa's looking at me right now, and it's gonna make me real sad depending on your answer.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. On a 26, you find a book that is titled, like, The Nature of Souls, in the library, and you're sort of flipping through it. It's a lot of philosophical shit in there, but there is a chapter on animals. Basically, the gist of it is we don't really know how to confirm whether souls exist. However, we do think that animals have souls.
Cool. I'm gonna go find Zach.
Cool. In the past, like, hour or two, what's been up with Zach? Baron has cried himself to sleep in your arms.
I think that he's sitting there, just holding him, rubbing his back, and also thinking, like, fuck. He's like, I knew this was bad, but fuck, alright. Yeah, I mean, he's sitting there. He's committed, I think.
Cool. Yeah, I think that he probably wouldn't wake up before Tat shows up.
Okay, yeah, so he's just sitting there.
Knock on the door.
We're a little busy, but not the, naked kind. What do you need?
I just have a quick question.
Alright, go for it.
Where's the best place to go hunting with the most bountiful animals?
Please tell me that you're not trying to get out of your killing a person thing by killing an animal.
Oh, no. It's not killing a person. It's delivering a soul.
You will recall
Per my last email.
she did specify the soul of a humanoid.
Oh, fuck off.
I planned for your contingencies.
You don't know all my contingencies yet.
Oh, shit.
Do you know all your contingencies yet?
No. I think there's just the pitter patter of walking.
Going to figure out another contingency.
Yeah, I'm done for now. I gotta think on it.
Cool. I would say at your sort of talking back and forth through the door, Baron does begin to sort of stir in your arms.
Yeah.
And sort of blearily looks up at you. And as a fun thing, he always has his makeup that looks like it's tear streaked. But because he has been crying so much and also just squishing his head into your chest, this is probably the first time that you've seen him with all of his makeup washed away.
An exact
And
little...
it's now on that shirt.
It is now... I don't think you're wearing a shirt.
No.
It's now all over your chest.
That's fine.
Ew.
Where, Goth?
And so he will, like, kind of take his thumb and get, like, just, like, a little bit of, like, the extra stuff off of his eye.
Yeah.
And he's not going to say anything until Baron does.
I think Baron just sort of takes a deep sigh after looking in the eyes, just closes his eyes again and again, just sort of rests his forehead on your chest and just doesn't seem like he has anything to say.
Well, I know that we were planning on setting out today, but you know, if you need some time, we can hold off.
He lifts his head again at that and just sort of, you know, wipes away his face like, no, it's don't worry about me, you know, I'm good to go, you know, not gonna help anything to just sit around here and wallow.
I heard everything that happened in this room.
Aye. And all the more reason why sit in this room for more time is, you know, not particularly gonna help anything.
He's just gonna keep looking at him.
Make me an insight check.
I make it with advantage.
Absolutely.
He is an open fucking book right at this
Yes.
moment. Sorry, hold on. Let me just shuffle some plates. Technical difficulty
Sorry.
over here. Oh no, you're
Are you
good.
getting frustrated about my specifics? Sentient humanoid.
No. I got it.
You said advantage, baby.
Yes.
Well, the thing is, the only answer I can come up with is the thing that's frustrating me. Because Volition's not gonna like it.
Wait, I'm lost in what's the answer?
Huh?
I'm also lost.
Are
I
you
got
gonna try
it
and
so
kill
many times.
Volition?
What the fuck is happening?
No, of course not. I'm not gonna try to kill Volition. I just think we need to go to the city.
Oh. Thank God you finally fucking got there. The rest of us have been there for weeks.
Oh, okay. I'm still really lost. I don't know who you're trying to kill.
Well, I don't know who I'm trying to kill either. I just know it's more likely that I'm gonna find someone worth killing in a city.
Oh. Okay, so this is just your... Okay. We're on
Yeah.
the same page now. I'm caught up. We're good.
Nice.
Just gonna try to find like a fascist group or something.
I feel like we're trying to like stop like a cult thing, so I think we're already kind of like on a
You
track.
guys have killed a lot of people already.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
no.
this isn't like I think we don't have to find people. I think they come to us naturally.
Well, the thing is, I think we need to get in and out of the city as fast as humanly possible.
But we both know that's not gonna happen. With our DM, look at him. Look at his beady little eyes. Thinking about things and plots and other things to come afoot and jape us once
I
again.
wrote 4 pages of
Jape?
notes for this session.
That's to be said.
I was rolling for something. 13.
13 on your insight. Yeah, it's not it's not a high DC. He is trying really hard to. He's past trying to seem unaffected, but he's trying to seem sort of functional, and just sort of like that was rough, but I'm good. And it's not working.
Look, I know you, and I can gather from this that you haven't felt much of an emotion in a long time.
Hey, well,
And I imagine that that is almost worse than what happened to you. But if you need a moment, I think with everything, you are owed that. I know you try to act like it sometimes, but you're a person. You know, you fulfill your, what does Thea say? You eat your food, you have a place to sleep, you just got fucked.
Maslow's hierarchy of needs.
Yeah.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh.
You just got fucked. So, I mean, you're doing that, so
he
now...
cracks a little smile at that.
Good. So now, you gotta take care of the rest of that.
Well, the rest of that is, sort of not my strong suit. I think there's pressing things to attend to, and I do think anyway I would be better at dealing with this on the road than just sitting in a building. I don't really do that. It feels a bit weird. And I would much rather be moving.
Alright. Well, that's what I wanted to check for. Do you need a moment alone, or you want a couple more minutes to gather yourself?
I think you would get that he looks like he's about to just sort of do a, no, I'm fine, we're all good. And sort of stops himself, takes another breath, and is like, I could use a minute to gather myself, but I think not alone.
Alright.
And I think you would actually probably hear him mutter under his breath, in a sort of muttering to himself in a, this is a thought that's occurring to him kind of a way, not in a muttering to himself, trying to keep you from hearing it kind of way, where he goes, "Not that I'm apparently by myself ever."
We don't know that.
We don't know much of anything. We didn't know that she could just do that whenever she wanted. So, any of the freedom that I thought I had is a bit suspect at the moment. We know at the very least that she knows that I'm near Tat.
And we know how the Scots feel about their freedom, so.
Damn. Well, for starters, I'm gonna fix that.
Okay.
I'm gonna fix that. He's gonna, like, not in a mean way, but grab my chin. He's like, I am gonna fix that.
Make me a persuasion check.
Can I have advantage? Because
No.
fuck you.
No,
Advantage,
you're not.
advantage, sexy.
Because
Advantage
gay,
for love?
I'm not giving you disadvantage.
Ooh.
That's not bad, actually. Oh, that's like really good. 25.
Whoa, talk about not that.
Fuck, okay. You see, at first, as you sort of turn his face to you, he's sort of looking at you like, yeah, sure, okay. And then sort of sees the determination on your face, and you see a little bit of a shift happen there of going from not quite believing that you will actually do it, but you see in his face that he recognized that you are genuinely going to try. And that he didn't necessarily think that that would have happened before. Fucking Toby.
I want to see Toby.
Take a picture.
Toby, are you good? Are you good, bub?
Maybe don't say anything until you take a picture. Oh my god. He's just laying like this.
Toby,
Oh.
Fucking zonked.
hey.
He just moved 1 minute ago when he got into that position.
Oh, good. I just want to make sure he's fucking breathing. Because he's so out right now.
Oh my goodness. Cool. Yeah, so you guys sort of take a minute, get your actual clothes on.
Yeah.
Baron reapplies his makeup. And
I would like to go find the other three.
absolutely. You
Man, one more tiny thing.
oh, one more tiny thing. Absolutely. Go ahead.
Right before they're about to head out and face everyone, Zach's gonna give him a little kiss on the forehead.
Make me another insight check.
With advantage?
Yes.
Because
One of those was a 1. Insight is +5, 22.
22. You very slightly see his eyes water, just a tiny bit, before he sort of...
And then he slaps him on the ass.
Pride win.
Good for him.
He looks significantly cheered up at that.
I bet he does.
Tat, you would. Oh, you did come into the house, yes. The first person you probably find would be Lunan, still raiding the kitchen. Lunan, unless you, after raiding snacks, like went back outside.
I probably would have, yeah, I probably, like, after getting, like, all the snacks, I would have, like, gone back outside. I would have kicked back and watched everyone else work out while I ate the food.
Cool. Yeah, you see the 3 other party members outside. T, I know that you're practicing archery, which I believe at this point, because you've done enough, you now have proficiency with a bow
Whoa.
and arrow.
You're like a sim.
Yay!
Gain the skill levels appropriate. Cool. So you can have proficiency with that. So you see T practicing with her bow and arrow. Volition, what are you up to in terms of your combat training?
I'm a sorcerer, so I have 2 weapons on me, and they're a crossbow and daggers. And I don't want to waste all my crossbow bolts, so I think I'm doing target practice with daggers.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Also, sorry if you guys, when I turn my mic on, can hear my cat. This is the most despondent little fucking beastie. There's another cat. Oh my god, shut up. There's another cat outside, and he wants to tell me about it.
Oh my goodness.
Aw.
He's such a baby. Be nice to him.
He's just a little
Absolutely not.
baby.
I was gonna say sweet, and then I was like, that's bullshit. But good little baby.
These are threats of violence he's making.
Yeah.
I would like to just make a general announcement to this group, and I would just like to say, all right, guys, so we got to get ready to go. I'm going to the city.
Okay.
Hey, are you, like, all right?
We're going to the city.
I don't
Oh,
think
boy.
that he's been alright since ever. But I do think he's got some fucking things that he needs to share with you.
What?
Can
I'm
I
gonna look
have, as that's going on, can I have the remaining 3 of you, Volition, Lunan, T, all make perception checks for me real quick?
Yes.
Ooh. 15.
15?
15.
Am I doing perception?
I got a 19.
Whoa.
15, 19. T, were you also 15?
18.
18. Sick. All 3 of you notice a new rapier on Tat's belt with a, you can't see the blade of it because it's sheathed, but it has a dark, sort of scaled, purple-looking handle. Volition, I don't think that means anything to you. It just sort of looks cool. Lunan and
Spooky.
T, especially with those high checks, you've seen the Grim Reaper's scythe before. With those high checks, you would note that the handle of this rapier looks remarkably similar to the like staff of Baron's scythe.
Hey, buddy, you got a little.
I would like to look at Zach and be like, you don't think this would be better not shared?
I mean, we gotta talk about some of it at the very least. And he's gonna look at Baron. Yeah, the rats know.
Okay. Ugh. I'm about to say something. You cannot ask questions to me, but you super can. No, you know what? I guess ask questions. There's no stopping you guys. Fuck. And I'm just gonna lay out everything that happened.
Cool. How?
I'm also gonna lay out the shit that happened when I was not near anybody.
Very cool.
Oh, fuck.
TinkerTat, what the fuck?
Do you lay out the asking for like a person you could kill easily?
Yeah, do you lay out
Like, how in
going
detail
to the
is
library?
this?
Well, hey guys, I didn't ask who I could kill easily. I asked who needed
Morally easily.
I asked who needed to die or who deserved it. So yeah, no, I think as detailed as it happened, I think. I think that I think Tat, after beginning to say things, realizes that there's, now that they know things, there is, it will only not help if they don't know things. God, there's like 30 negatives in that, but you know what I meant.
So
I think I knew what you
lay
meant.
out everything.
Yeah.
Cool. So your dream last night, the thing that happened with Baron, the thing that happened just to you in the street. And
before I talk about the thing with Baron, I do think that I ask Baron if it's okay to talk about.
Is fine by me. You know, they deserve to know.
Cool. Yeah, I laid that out then. Yeah.
I will say, even without any sort of insight checks or anything, I will say you guys, all of you notice that Baron is weirdly quiet during this whole thing and just looks very tense.
My video just cut out. I didn't hear what you said.
I said even without insight checks, you guys would notice that Baron is weirdly quiet for him and looks very tense during this whole sort of recounting of events.
Okay.
Do you give Volition any context as to why this would be happening to Tat? Or is this just a thing Volition knows about Tat now, as occasionally it's demons?
I think that the answer, at least for me, because of fun, is sometimes it's demons.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it's demons. I will say that
Surprise,
if
buddy.
you give the whole details, you probably will at least bring up something about the contract that was on you previously. I don't know if you go into more detail about that, but I would say that phrase is probably mentioned if he's recounting.
Okay.
I do think I lay out enough for Volition to understand what's happening. And then I think at the end, I'm going to say, if you have any further questions, you may ask either now. If you think of some later, you may write them down on a card and give them to me individually.
God, Tat's such a fucking asshole. I love him.
Hey,
Fucking
and just
seminar.
just wait till I'm playing not an asshole, because Tat's not here forever.
Aw. That would be
Don't
sad.
even. Pansy
Fuck
would
you,
have
I like
never gone
that.
on that bender. I don't even know what you're talking about. I can't.
All right, are we setting off for the city?
Does Volition want to share anything?
Share anything or ask anything? Because ask anything, yeah, like a ton, but later. Share anything, absolutely not. Please tell me you didn't say that out loud.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mark
He's
T
actually
down
my
as
favorite person.
untrustworthy.
Mark, that,
You're
talk
fucking
about
real. Goddamn,
uncompromising.
Volition will remember that.
Oh God.
Yeah, Vanilla Volition, you got something to fucking share? Make my day.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Yo.
seeing what an asshole your family was to you kind of made me want to reach out to my own family and see if they still sucked. So I wrote them a letter. Thanks, T.
Godspeed.
Sorry. I just needed Zach to weigh in on that.
Tate, in the future, if it comes to family, let it rest.
Oh,
It's
okay.
none of our goddamn business.
You must be out of your goddamn mind.
Remember when I sang the lyrics wrong the other night, Braeden?
I have to know what you sang instead.
I don't even remember.
I'll put, without saying any of the lyrics, what River somehow, did Guns and Ships, except Lafayette in River's version was not in the number.
No, we didn't do guns and ships. Don't even lie right now. We'll elaborate later. Moving on. Braeden's retelling the story wrong. I don't remember it like that. Don't
Unreliable
even
narrator.
try.
Oh, are you saying that I'm exaggerating for comedic purposes?
You mean he's being Braeden?
What's the HE double hockey sticks, brother?
Oh my
Anyway.
fuck.
God.
Holy
at youth
shit.
camp.
3 points of psychic damage all around. Holy, that I rolled a d8. Fuck. Now I'm gonna roll 2, because Jesus. Okay, there we go. 11 points
What
of
did I
damage.
do?
HE double hockey sticks, my brother in Christ. That. Oh, I just got rocketed back to my 2nd grade classroom.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god, you guys hate would be what?
Bro, what the fuck did you just say?
Man, I don't even know. God, anyway, Lunan's gonna kind of like, when like Volition like says that, he's gonna kind of like bump their arm a little bit and kind of look at him and be like, you okay?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
Cute.
We give him a little hug around the arms.
Oh, Volition gives him a hug.
Aw.
Alright, well, anybody want to raid my parents' liquor cabinet before we leave? 'Cause-
Hey.
Absolutely.
Hey, I want to say, Cat's already inside. But Cat is inside the liquor cabinet.
Got his bag.
Just fully
All the way in
there.
the cabinet.
You
It's big
know,
enough.
in fucking Hercules, when Phil is like digging around in his shit and his little butt's in the air.
Yeah, that's an accurate description.
Yeah.
And not the first time today that Hercules has been brought up around me. So
I thought you were going to say not the first time today that you've been compared to Phil from Hercules, which I also would have believed.
Yeah, 100%.
it's,
Yeah.
also not it's definitely not the first time I've been compared to Danny DeVito. But
Danny DeVito, my man.
Anything that anybody would like to do before you guys head out towards the city?
Get just like a little bit drunk.
Just a little bit drunk.
It
Sexy.
is
Cool.
noon.
Just a little bit.
It's not
Just
not
a little
even
bit.
noon. It's like 10 a.m.
It's noon. It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
guys,
I give Volition a shot of some kind of alcohol, as if trying to be a peace offering.
say Volition doesn't drink.
God. God, just for the bit, I do want to say Volition doesn't drink. No,
You
they-
canonically
they-
drank the day before.
Starting
Oh.
now.
It's
Yeah, Volition hesitates and then takes the shot and just nods a little bit. Does it.
Party!
If it helps, Volition, she's still learning.
That's it's okay. You know, you're right to be suspicious, you know.
Sorry, I'm still learning what I'm supposed to share and not share too.
Hit me with something good. Woo!
Like-
6, so you guys...
Like, everyone in my town was very open about everything. So, like, there was, like, no secrets in my town. So that's why I'm, like, learning. Because my people didn't really keep secrets.
that you know of.
Yeah.
Damn.
BRB. But let's head to the city.
We're about to go on break, so as
Sick.
long as nobody has anything else, you guys get a little bit drunk. We will take our like 10-15 minute break, and when we come back, you guys are gonna head to Imarion.
Woo!
Alright, we will
Oh, yeah.
be right back.
Alright, we should try to set a timer.
Hello and welcome
Brother.
back.
doing?
To novels and nightmares, where everything is perfectly normal and everyone's where they're supposed to be.
Hey, it's me. I'm TinkerTat.
Hi, I'm Lunan.
You're
Mickey
doing
Mouse?
too much.
Mine was too much?
Yours was too much.
Whatever.
Sorry.
Alright. Alright, we are off to Imarion, it sounds like.
Yes. How are you guys planning to travel?
Oh, where's Clip Clop? I don't know what Clip Clop is.
Alright, well, are we gonna set off on foot? Or Baron, do you have it in you to, you know, do your little magic?
I can teleport us at least close.
I can
Alright.
give us horses for an hour.
I don't know that that's gonna help, but I do appreciate the offer.
If I teleport us there, we'll probably be within an hour.
Oh, I thought that she was just presenting that as a way to get there.
Take up that longer than that.
But
Hey, Braeden, is the door closed?
No.
You don't want the cat in there, Braeden, because it's not cat safe.
Hey, yeah, just give me 1 second.
There's like broken glass in there.
Oh my god.
He like veers Italian wildly.
Sorry, what?
Just the fucking the accent, just like veers Italian for like 3 words and then like serves back.
Come on.
Gooba.
Tifa, come on.
I'm
Hey, come
sorry
on.
if you're watching this and you're Italian.
Hey, that wasn't insulting. What are you talking about?
Braden's
It's okay,
long
I'm just
history of making a joke and going, that was fine, and then 10 minutes later going, I shouldn't have done that.
Hey, it's okay. I'm just. Are we switching back?
Let's just say let's just say that you know I want to get in there as a how did you take our dad's voice? Fuck me. Get out there quick as fast as possible. So and then let's teleport there. You know what I'm saying? Wait, I can't do this anymore. We got okay.
I'm actually thing I'm most upset about this bit is that I actually have to end the bit, so I have to get away from this brilliant setup.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
No, I can't do it. You can't. I was like,
You can't do it. You can't fucking do it, Jesus.
No, I'm not a fucking attack. Okay, listen.
Okay. Put the rubber mallet down.
I'm not the fucking.
What are you talking about? I'm sorry. The hammer does
The
make
hammer?
it way more aggressive. I
Yeah,
apologize.
keep it there.
I have to go. I have to take it back to my room.
Okay, I'm
not
sorry.
leaving-
Go happy. Go away, Happy Feet. Because you had that sledgehammer between your legs like a penguin carries an egg, and Happy Feet. The hit film Happy Feet. Guys, I'm sorry. That was such a derail, but you know the bit was funny.
That was a very good
It was
bit.
very good.
An excellent bit. Cool. So, you've got you guys. You guys. Let me double check how many people teleportation spell can take.
We might have to leave Clip Flop.
You might have to leave Clip Clop. That's what I'm checking.
That's okay. I don't want Clip Clop in that fucking city.
Oh, thank God! I was tired of it.
The clock doesn't need to see this.
Thank God.
I'm sorry. What did you say about my horse?
Thank God. I'm sick of that fucking thing. It looks at me weird.
That's just how he looks.
Probably
TinkerTat,
'cause he's
I just
not a
feel
real
like
horse.
sometimes you prioritize the horse over the big picture. We could have left the horse in safe places, but you keep dragging this dude around.
I'm leaving him in a safe
places.
place.
For the first
Alright.
time you've thought about your horse.
It is the caster plus 6 willing creatures, so you can take Clip Clop if you want to, or you.
No,
can
we can't take Clip Clop. We can't.
No, I don't want to take Clip Clop.
You're gonna leave Clip Clop at the Austem house.
Yeah. Oh God.
Flip-flop's gonna get
I
got.
would just like to note that you don't know when you're gonna be back here.
They're gonna John Wick our
And
fucking
this-
horse.
It is a
No.
good, like, 2 days away from where you're going. You're more than welcome to leave the horse. I just want to make sure that you know how far away from the horse you're going to be.
Can Clip Clop just slowly wander his way to where we are?
That's a super dangerous idea for Club Clown.
Homing horse.
Through the
He's a
magical
little,
woods.
he's a little guy.
I would like to leave Clip Clop here, but I would like to get a message to Benny, and I feel like I would know how. And I want Benny to come get Clip Clop.
You
Or
want
leave-
Benny to come
or-
from Orbrin
Or
on the
or
other side of the world.
or to get Clip Clop, like, to find a way to get Clip Clop back, if it, not to ask him to come across the world, but organize a way to get Clip Clop back safely.
Okay.
Because Benny's the only person I trust when it comes to getting my horse safe places.
All right. You know what? You're in a port city. Orbrin
Yeah.
is also, you're in a port town. Orbrin is a port city. You can get a message to Benny, and he'll get that figured out. Sure.
Fuck yeah. Awesome.
Make a note of that. Sick. Anything? Last chance stuff to do in Eninas before you guys teleport to Imarion.
Nah, I'm good.
Nah, I'm tight.
Zach's gonna break a window.
I respect
What,
that.
At his parents' house?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, you hear a door open, and as you guys are getting ready to teleport, you just hear a very loud, dramatic gasp from Lindis. As you all sort of gather in the backyard, you see the runes appear on the grass. The light goes up, and is anyone unwilling to be teleported?
Nah.
You know, actually, no, just kidding.
I just gotta check every time, just in case.
No, we're good.
All right. Let me see how close you guys get. Pretty fucking close. Yeah, you guys teleport and find yourselves. The white light fills your vision, and as it fades again, you find yourselves in the woods that look vaguely familiar in so much as, like, the foliage is similar to what you had been traveling in a couple of days before. So, like, you're in the same huge expanse of woods that covers most of the Kingdom of Thistland. And make me some perception checks. Either perception or, like, nature or survival or anything. See, just basically trying to get your bearings and see how close you are to the city.
19 perception.
19 perception.
You said it was strictly a perception check?
No, you can also do nature, survival. If you have an argument for another check to try and get your bearings, I will hear it.
I would like to investigate the area where we've landed. Cool.
Man, I was like, I'll roll for all three, and I got a 4 all 3 times.
Oh.
Hey, so I investigated to find out where we were and our distance, navigational things, and I got a 31.
Fuck you. Yeah.
My 18 survival feels less impressive.
Fucking rogues.
Yeah.
I got a 13.
Cool. Between all of you, you see a sort of like main road quite nearby. You see just fully there's like a sign there that's pointing like this way to Imarion, and it looks like it'll take you just about an hour, like an hour journey on horses to get there.
All right, T. Batter up.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. I am conjure animals.
Hey, Mint.
What up?
I keep forgetting I have a fucking dog.
You do have a
Since
fucking
the dog is
Oh.
technically not real, does it count as a creature for the purposes of like six willing creatures? 'Cause technically, the dog is only supposed to exist when I will it, but you were very nice and let it kind of exist all the time.
Here's what I will rule. If you have your dog outside of its little
Pokeball.
Pokeball, it counts as a creature. If it is inside its little Pokeball, it does not count as a creature.
While we're traveling, I put him away.
Cool.
What's your puppy's name again?
Thorn.
Good.
Thorn, son of rain, son of Thor.
Not Thorin. Fucking nerd.
We've been having a lot of Lord of the Rings fucking talk lately.
Oh
Well,
god, don't even get forgot about the
play
Gimli thing,
24/7
guys.
at
You
my
can't.
apartment.
No.
I'm just gonna
Not
start
that I'm
texting you
complaining.
Gimli at random.
Not and truly it's not like a like I'm not complaining about the fact that it plays 24/7, but it does play 24/7 in my apartment.
Yeah, there's a word for
Like-
that.
Any dull moment is in the background is just na 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 na.
That was such a good impression of that, Braeden.
I wanted to make it not good for copyright reasons.
Appreciate it.
Do you want a draft horse or a riding horse?
I think a riding horse is probably best.
Okay. I'm gonna summon.
There's 6 of you.
But Bear and I will share. As per usual.
Well, my choice is either 4 beasts or 8 beasts. So.
2 of you could share.
I was just gonna summon 6 horses and 2 wolves. Can I do that?
I don't.
They all have to be.
I think they all have to be the same. I don't think have to summon all of them. Like, I think you can choose to do 6 instead of 8. And
I mean,
if
it
you
doesn't-
can't, then you can.
It doesn't say that you can't summon different types.
I will do some research on it later, but you don't need wolves right now, so I'm gonna say.
I was just gonna have them as our security detail.
I'm gonna rule at the moment, since I don't know the rules, and I think that it's how it works, that you can only do one kind of creature per spell slot for this.
I can give us one security wolf. I redeploy Thorn and have him like walk ahead of the party.
Oh, okay, that works. I'll summon 6 riding horses.
Volition, what's your class? You're a sorcerer, right?
I am a sorcerer.
Well, I just wanted to double check. So.
Mm-hmm.
What is going on in that boy's noggin?
Everything.
Nobody knows, least of all Tat.
Cool. You guys start heading towards the city. As you get closer in the distance, you can see before you can see most of the buildings in the city, you can see a very tall stone structure that looks like a sort of like Gothic style, almost like essentially like cathedral that is just sort of seems to be the focal point of this city and is like the biggest building there by far, that you can see for a good while before you can see anything else in the city. Yeah, you're sort of heading along the main road and you come up to this, I would say this is probably the largest city that you guys have been to since this adventure began, at the very least.
Yeah. I've been here before.
Yes. And for reference, there is an unfinished map for you guys in the chat, so that you get a little bit of an idea of sort of how it's set up.
Is the cathedral in the middle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And you guys are coming up that the road that's coming in from at the like diagonal on the bottom right there.
Okay.
Or excuse me, that's a lie. You're coming in on the road directly to the right.
Alright, well, first of all, what are we doing? I imagine there's got to be some recon. We're going to have to go to the big old library. Baron, do you have business here?
Probably. I mean, there's tons of people in this city. There's certainly people that I have contracts on that I suppose is something I should be making sure that I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm imagining now more than ever, unfortunately.
Since Tat has to kill someone, can he go with Baron and kill one of Baron's contracts?
Who are you asking?
I'm asking Baron.
I'm not sure. It's possible. I suppose my concern with that is if Tat takes a soul that I have the contract to take, it might be good for him. It might fuck me over. I don't...
Oh.
She's quite tricky.
She's a bitch.
One might describe her like that. But I would like to make sure that Tat gets his shite figured out. I would prefer if it didn't fuck me over in the process, if we can avoid it.
I mean, I think that from what we've gathered, there cannot be any funny business with her. If things are not done exactly as expressed.
And you filled everybody in on all the extra stuff too. So Baron would be like, she also probably would count that as somebody else choosing the target for you. So it would probably be end up being something that would be null and void for both of us.
And then you'd both be in hot shit.
Okay.
Baby.
Puma.
Poomy. I want a void. The next cat we're getting is a black cat.
You can take mine if you want.
No, he would
beat
kill
up
Toby.
Yeah.
Why don't you trade cats for a couple of weeks?
No, thank you.
Our baby.
Because I love Ariel meant too much for that.
All right. So, do you want to check on your contracts? Is that something that you feel like you can do right now?
Aye, sure. I suppose I just want to know what the plan is for everyone else, and if there's, anything I can help with, and then I suppose I'll split off and do a bit of work.
Well, I would like to suggest that there's no splitting.
I would like to. I mean, I think I'm gonna be very open about it. I'm gonna go find the biggest wanted poster.
Right?
Cat, I imagine it's not that easy. It can't possibly be.
I would really, really think about what counts for her as someone else choosing for you.
Okay.
She's so fucking tricky, and the last thing that I want you to have to do is kill somebody and then have her say, oops, that didn't count. Now you have to do it again.
Yeah, okay.
I think you're just gonna have to pick a person.
I mean,
Yeah, got it.
we kill people
I-
reasonably often, so I don't see that
Can
being an issue.
I spin around in a circle? Or can I get away from everybody so I can't see any of the people I know? Spin around in a circle with my finger pointed out, and then stop, and then open my eyes?
Sure.
Oh my fucking god.
Because the thing is, let me explain this, is what I've gathered is that there isn't a fucking moral way to do this. And also, if I wait too long, then I will die.
I was gonna say let's try to like find and stop a robbery or something, but like fuck yeah, let's just pick a dude, throw a dart, Volition's down.
Like,
I was
and
like,
I'm
why
not-
don't Dark Alley?
The thing is, Cat is really wrestling right now because, like, he's in this weird moment of I'm about to do something terrible, and if I don't do it, I will never see the people I love again. The people I love will never see me again, right? Like shit like that, and it's really fucking with him, and he really wants it to be over. And I think he's gonna feel terrible either way.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna have you do.
Okay.
I have a table that I use to randomize NPCs. You are going to roll me 3 d20s, and please tell me what each number you get, and I will tell you the race, class, and age and gender of the person that you pick.
All right, 3 d20s.
Yes, please.
All right. That is a 17, a 12, and a 7.
You see a kobold holding what looks like a little spell book. She has a little hat on. She looks to be like 3 years old. And is sort of toddling along with her little like training wizarding spell book.
Cool.
That's what the dice chose.
Can I figure out what Tat is considering right now?
I think it's pretty.
I think Volition was fully down for the let's just pick a person until you pointed at a 3-year-old.
She, in fact, sees you pointing at her and sort of turns over and, like, waves. And then turns up to, like, her mom, who is a little bit taller than her, like another kobold. And it's like, look, Mom, that guy's pointing. Hi. And her mom sort of, like, gives you a look and, like, turns her around and walks away while, like, making eyes at you.
Tat is just going to go back to the group, I think.
Zach's gonna be like, alright. Tat, you have built some very fascinating things. You are a hard-working man. I would really like if you pulled your head directly out of your rectum and actually thought about what the fuck you're trying to do. You're not gonna murk somebody in the street. You know goddamn well I would not let you do that, and also that you wouldn't be able to live with yourself if you did. We're gonna find somebody for you to kill. I will not help you, but we will be around.
That felt like a contradictory sentence. I want you to...
You will find somebody that you will pick yourself who deserves it. People want to kill you all the fucking time. I'm sure it
stumble
won't.
across
Like,
a lot.
wait 5 minutes, and I'm sure somebody will come up and try to fucking stab you.
Cool.
I agree. We kill people all the fucking time.
You could just go
Cool.
try to pick a fight in a bar or something.
I was gonna say go walk down, see if someone comes and tries to rob you.
Yeah, wait until tonight, and anybody that's shady or fucking weird, deal with them.
Hey, I would say don't do it in that fucking broad daylight.
Cool.
We're already wanted in one kingdom, dude.
DM,
Yes.
I think Tat will make, like, is like on the prowl looking for someone who deserves it.
Okay. Make me a sort of standing insight check.
Cool.
Oh, baby. Oh my goodness.
That's an 18.
An 18. Cool. I will let you know if you are able to tell if there's anybody, as you all are walking around doing other stuff, if you spot anybody that looks particularly, like a bad person.
Cool.
I also say that I am keeping an eye on Baron. Not because I think he's suspicious, but I just want to know.
Absolutely. Cool. What is your guys' plan? Are you heading straight for the library first? Are you guys gonna try and get rooms in an inn? Are you getting food? What's the general direction?
Well, we haven't eaten. We should probably gather our thoughts.
Cool.
Look at Puma.
Look at her.
Oh,
That's
she's just
pretty.
chilling.
Pretty.
So pretty. Cool. So you guys want to head to just like a tavern?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
All right. There is a tavern that's just right, sort of, near the edge of town on the road that you guys are walking in. That's very like this is the first place that tourists go when they come into the town. It's got, it's classic tavern. It's got rooms upstairs, bar and food downstairs. Pretty standard, like, adventurers probably stop in here a lot.
It's not named yet, though, is it?
It's not named yet. Give me a minute.
Alright. Well, the tavern comes up with its own name.
Funny how that works.
We should keep...
The Slippery Weasel.
I
Ew.
want that on a t-shirt. Right. Well.
Wait, it's called the Slippery Weasel?
The Slippery Weasel.
That's real slippy.
Ew, don't say that, Braeden. So gross.
I would like to keep an eye out for unwritten folks, but also specifically any sort of anybody that's got any of the, like, symbols or anything anywhere. Anybody that looks like they're passing information.
Yeah, I will say if I see, as I'm looking, if I see anyone connected to the Unwritten at all, dead.
Cool.
I'm sorry. Let me rephrase it.
I got you.
Yeah, anyone who I don't know.
I was gonna say half of your party.
Yeah, that's awkward, buddy.
Make me a insight check, Zach.
In case, is there anybody that, is picking up what I'm putting down and wants to help?
You want?
Yeah, I'll help.
I
I'll
got you.
fucking help.
Alright, not great. Perception? Insight?
Insight.
Insight is 17.
Because you're trying to tell. Here's why I'll explain why insight. The whole thing about the Unwritten is that you can't tell who's in it by looking at them.
Mhm.
So you would have. This is going to be a very high DC.
17.
Yeah, so if you're specifically looking for people that are unwritten members, you do not know where to begin to tell if they are or not.
I'm also looking for anybody that looks like they're like exchanging information.
Okay. Make me a separate perception for that one.
Would I know what to look for?
Perception. You absolutely would know what to look for, Volition. Less you would know what to look for, and more... Well, no, you would know what to look for. Even that will still be difficult to do because there isn't like a specific thing. But you'd be more likely to get a vibe if somebody is involved. You also are more likely to recognize people.
Oh God. Okay, I didn't even think about if there's anybody in the. Oh, should I be hiding my face? Fuck.
Well, hey, if you want to know about hiding, you take a lesson from this guy.
Yeah, I might need a lesson in a fucking minute.
Go ahead and make me a perception check.
It was another
19.
insider perception for me.
19, what'd you get?
Was it insider perception?
Perception.
16.
16? Okay. 19 perception. You don't see anybody in this tavern
Okay.
that you recognize from the Unwritten, but I will say, as you are looking around for people you recognize, it probably does occur to you, oh,
Fuck.
I would recognize people, and people would recognize me.
Cool. Okay. Cool. Okay.
Let me do another check.
You have a cloak?
Zach,
Yeah,
you
I'm
don't-
pulling my little sorcerer hood up real
Just,
high.
make me a stealth check.
Oh, fuck.
Zach, you don't notice anybody that's like passing information. It seems like a lot of people like sort of passing through town, a lot of people that are like sort of just about to head out or just coming in, you know, people getting drinks, all that sort of stuff. It's just sort of, it doesn't seem like this is much of a place for people to sort of congregate to meet, and more of a like, I am an adventurer who's here in town for like a day. I'm gonna do my stuff and then I'm gonna leave.
Okay, how's Baron holding up?
He seems okay. I think particularly like doing his little stuff with the rest of the party and just sort of getting back into your guys' normal routine seems to have been helpful.
Okay. Alright. Are we planning? Are we getting rooms? Are we drinking? What are we doing?
The record level, the big 7 on that stealth.
Noted.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go find a table of adventurers at the end.
Oh my
Cool.
fucking god.
I'm just gonna sit down and I'm gonna be like, so what do you guys do?
You sit down at a table of 3
I
other
also
people.
want to say I'm so sorry. I'm throwing a lot of shit at you today.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm all good. Let me just very quickly come up with 3 NPCs.
What do you mean? You've had them the whole time.
I've had them the whole time. I have
Also,
so many
take
NPCs
your
ready to
time.
go.
We're not, or at least I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I really am not. It's just where.
I know.
I have been here the whole time.
You, interesting enough, sit at a table. There is an elven guy there who is sitting at the table with 2 kenkus.
Ooh.
A sort of like much older looking one that is sort of like a little graying in the black feathers, and then sort of younger, like slightly smaller one. For reference, for anybody who doesn't know, kenkus are like little bird guys. I think they're specifically like very like corvid, raven-like bird people, and they only speak in mimicry. What was the thing that you said?
I said, so what do you guys do?
One of the Kenku sort of cocks his head at you and goes, so what do you guys do?
Oh God.
The elf is sort of like stifling laughter behind their hand.
Hey, you. What do you do? To the elf.
Well, I am one of our party of adventurers. Do a great many things.
Do you do you do good shit, bad shit? What do you do?
I believe the nature of adventuring is sort of a mixture of both. I suppose it depends on your definition. But I'm sorry, are you looking to hire an adventuring party? Are you just chatting? What's...
It depends on that. The answer to that depends on what kind of shit you do.
I'm sorry, she looked right into the camera. It was really cute.
Yeah, that's what it goes. We specialize in, I guess the right term for it would be heists. We sort of specialize in stealth and forgery, which is very helpful for, collecting artifacts and the like.
I'm walking away from the table.
Cool. Like, goodbye.
Next.
Ted, I mean this with my whole heart. You are a fucking asshole.
I gotta, and I think at this point, Tat is just, if he doesn't get a win soon, he's shutting down, I think.
Oh, buddy.
Hey, Tat. Can I give you some advice you definitely don't want to hear?
Sure, I guess. It doesn't sound like I got much of a choice.
If you say no, I won't.
Yeah, sure, why not? What's the worst that could happen? You get caught in some age of pain.
I think you might need to be more of an asshole without this.
We said more of an asshole? Oh, fuck. Okay.
You're not going to have fun with this either way. I don't think the perfect dance is just going to waltz into the bar. If you talk to him, you're going to feel worse about it.
Can I do an insight check on the worst person in the room?
Sure.
It's Baron.
It's
Oh
Baron.
no.
Yeah, I just want to do an insight check to try to find the worst person in the room.
Okay.
You look directly into a mirror. Sorry.
No, that's good. It's good. Oh, it's so bad. 8.
There's too many people in this room that are sort of talking that there's a lot of people that look big, strong, and scary in this room, but that is not a moral compass, and it's really hard to tell from where you're standing.
Can I get on a bar stool and just yell, "I hate fascists" really loud and see who has a problem with it?
Okay. Roll me a luck check, please.
Sick. I'm pulling the stocks out.
What is going on?
Did you just get a nat fucking 20?
Yeah, I did, baby! Hey!
Zach is having an aneurysm.
Okay, give me 1 second. You got...
Is high
20
luck
on
there
the
is
clock.
a fascist in the room or there isn't?
I think what he wants is for there to be one, so, give me a second to come up with a fucking
Gotta come up with a fascist real
fascist.
quick.
Gotta come up with a fucking fascist real quick.
Oh, weird. His name's Brandon Swan. Brandon's evil alter ego.
A very tall, furbolg.
Oh no. Are we talking 8, 9 feet?
We're talking 8, 9 feet. All muscle. Wearing, you would notice around his belt a little... Oh, do I want to do this? Badge.
I was get look. If you didn't say it, I was going to say cops.
Yeah. Walks up to you, even when you're standing on the bar, is still towering several feet above you. What's your armor class?
My armor class?
Your armor class.
16.
Punches you in the face. Hold on, I need to figure out stats so quickly.
Ooh.
What do you mean you don't have everybody's stats prepared all of the time?
I'm gonna say 5 points of damage.
Yeah, that's reasonable for an unarmed strike.
That's reasonable. It might even be a little low.
It is a little low. Well, it depends on the class, actually.
Yeah, so 5 points of damage?
Yeah, we'll say 5.
Well, cool, so canonically that guy has 5 points of damage for an unarmed strike. Just
You
being
will
a bunch.
say 5 for this particular strike while I come up with stats.
Cool.
And I will be nice and not make it more than that and add extra damage if I need to once I figure out his stats.
Zach would like to go over to the bar and order drinks.
Cool.
Yeah, let's go crazy. Let's party. Woo!
Yep, Tad has just been fully socked in the face by this 9-foot-tall furbolg. Who doesn't even say
we
anything,
don't know him.
just levels you in the face, and then begins to walk away.
I want to say, I have a proposal for you.
You see, sort of like takes a breath and then like slowly turns back around and just sort of like tilts his head and looks at you in the eye like, what the fuck do you want?
I'm going to say, if you, I'm going to give you a riddle. And if you get it wrong, I get to tie you up and do whatever I want. And if you get it right, you can, I guess, walk away, I guess, or maybe I will give you, if you get now let's be abundantly clear, if you get it wrong, I get to do whatever, but if you get it right, I will give you 1,000 gold.
This is like really.
Make me a persuasion check at disadvantage, please.
Zach takes 3 shots in quick succession.
Make me a constitution.
Volition
save.
matches him.
Both of you, constitution saves, please.
What?
Throw
You
me
said
in. Make
you
it 3.
Persuasion.
Persuasion
With
at disadvantage.
18.
It sat
Hey.
on a.
You're gonna go. The first one was a dirty 20. The second one was an 18.
This was a DC 20.
Oh, you mother!
He comes back over and hits you in the face again.
Okay, was that 5 points?
We'll do another 5. And then and he hits you in the face again and goes, not fucking interested. And once again begins to
2,000.
walk away.
2,000.
Make
Does
me
that
another persuasion at disadvantage again.
Another round. Another round.
Another round.
Oh, the first one's not enough. It was 16 is the lower one.
Yeah, he walks out the door.
Fuck. Now I gotta follow that guy.
I mean, if one cop was a fascist, I feel like we could probably just pick the nearest cop. Volition doesn't say this, but
Look,
That's
that was
not
literally going to be the next thing I was going to say if he couldn't figure out where to go next.
Cool. So who all is drinking?
Me.
Zach.
Cool.
Volition.
You got, what did you get on your first save?
18.
18. First saves for you guys?
I got a 9.
9.
It lingered
Strong
on a 15 for like 2 full seconds and then fell off my laptop and landed on a 2.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, hold please.
I am feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah. On a scale of 1 to 10, scale of 1 to 10 drunkenness, Volition, you're at a, like, 6.
It's not too bad.
Okay.
Lunan, you're at a, like, 4.
Solid.
For context, once you get to 10, you are poisoned.
Ah.
T, are you drinking?
I'm drinking like one of those little sample cups.
Okay, cool.
Is Baron drinking?
Yes. Zach, you're at like a 1.
Yeah. Also, anybody standing next to me within 10 feet gets +3 to any saves.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Also, you all did 3 shots, and then I think you said you're going in again.
No.
Somebody said go.
I said another round. Another round.
Just let me know if you guys actually do that, and I will ask for another save.
Who wants to go in for another round?
If Tat needs help, maybe we shouldn't,
I can sober you up in a hot second. Don't worry about it.
Another round.
Fine. Look at him.
Yeah. I will do another round as well.
Tat, I think Tat is gonna join in a round.
Sick. Alright, everybody joining in, make me another con save.
Sanjay.
I'm still drinking my little sample drink.
I got a dirty 20.
Yeah, I did too.
Ugh.
You said it's a +3 because we're near Zach?
Yep.
18.
Is there anything magical about these drinks?
Nope.
Cool, I got a 9.
You got a 9? Okay, cool. Tat, you are at like 5 out of 10.
Cool.
Okay, for my dirty 20 folks, you have 1 more level of drunk. Just the 1.
Just one.
What else did we get? Volition, what did you get?
18.
18. Also just 1 more level of drunk for you.
How's Baron?
Baron's having a rough time. He got a 7 on his first.
Oh, God, what number is he at?
And he is gonna have 2 more levels. So he is just behind Volition. Baron is at 7 out of 10. Volition is at 8 out of 10.
Sheesh.
Cool. You guys are having a great time. Having some little drinks.
I'm vibing.
Yeah, having a blast.
Alright. Are you gonna keep trying, Pat?
Yeah, let's go find a weak cop.
Another round. Another round.
I'm gonna do another round and I'm just gonna sit back and watch. Would you lack help if you get into hot water?
Yeah, but I have to do the last, the killing blow.
Oh,
so.
I'm fully aware of how that works. I just want to save you before you get beat to a fucking pulp. As funny as that would be.
Right, well, Baron's gonna grab 1 more shot and down it. Like, I probably have work to do, so while you guys are going to kill a cop, I suppose I'll go do that.
Sorry.
Maybe we'll accidentally meet in the middle.
Can I do an insight check to see how drunk Baron is?
Absolutely.
Oh, like a billion. 23.
He's at a very sexy 9 out of 10.
Oh
Yeah,
lord.
no, I don't think that's happening right now.
What? I don't know what you mean.
Go walk a straight line for me real quick.
I'm fine, actually. I'm quite comfortable where I am.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Could you actually go get me another drink from the bar?
I'm sitting at the bar. Another drink, please.
All right. Well, no, you're not going anywhere unless I sober you up.
Fine, sober me up now. I'll have one more shot and then I'll go.
I think that's counterintuitive. I can only do it so many times a day. Just get another shot.
Well, I'm not gonna get. I just got one. I'm good. I'm at a good spot right now. I'm gonna just head off like this.
I first honestly would like to see him try, and then I will assist.
Cool. Yeah, he stands up, dusts himself off, and is like, great. You have fun. And goes to, like, walk across the tavern. Is absolutely... He's, like, standing up. He's just stumbling.
Mm-hmm. You know, Zach's gonna go get him, like, put his arm around his lower back and be like, alright. Are you actually gonna go?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Lay on Hands on him so that he's sober.
Cool. Yeah, he opens himself up and is like, right, told you I was fine. Off I go.
If you are not, how long should you go before we get worried?
That's a good question, I suppose. Well, after you go, kill the cop, what's your plans after that?
you're muted, bud. Okay.
Just so I can figure out where to meet y'all.
I mean, we'll probably be back here, honestly.
Back here, goodie. Give me like, I don't know, 2-3 hours.
Alright.
I haven't looked yet, but I imagine there's a good amount of people to take care of in this city. So I'm just sort of gonna, make up for lost time.
Alright. Can you send messages?
I don't think so. Let me check.
Alex, it's Grandpa bedtime.
Oh, it is Grandpa bedtime.
Sorry, I didn't want it to get late and you didn't see the time.
No, I saw the time. I was just pretending I didn't.
Oh, fair.
Aw.
Yeah.
Well, I will text you and let you know. Also, we have your clippers. Sorry, I wanted to remind you.
I was fucking wondering where those went. Awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
they're-
I'm not
they're
crazy.
on
I
their
don't have them in this house. Need to
Yeah.
hit my fucking head.
Yeah, come here. We'll shave it for
Thank
you.
Oh, yeah. I also owe you like half a pirate costume.
Oh yeah.
No.
I love you all. Night.
Good night. We love
What
you.
about
Okay, we're all gone.
Sick. No, he does not have message or sending or anything like that.
Okay.
I would like to ask real quick, T, I know that you at one point had a bunch of spell scrolls, and I don't remember what they are. Do you know if any of them were message or sending or anything of that nature? Because they very well could have, but I don't recall.
If post don't have it, also don't.
You fully cut out for that whole thing. Say again?
I have potions. I think. I have any?
No, you have scrolls because you
I
guys...
think Lunan has a scroll.
Oh, I'm
actually.
sorry. That is correct. Lunan has
Yeah,
scrolls, I'm sorry.
I got the scrolls.
Do you know if any of them are sending or message or anything of that nature?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Cool. So yeah, there's no unless any of you guys have those, then no, there is not an option for that.
No. Alright, well, be careful, please.
Hey, I'll do my best.
And if it's too long, I will come looking.
Hey. Well, just, follow the creepy shadows that will probably be around windows or some shit. I don't know what it looks like outside.
How is he looking?
He looks... make me an insight check.
10.
I would say the best way to describe it is he sort of looks resigned to what's going on.
Okay.
A sort of, like, this is the way it is, almost comfort in the normal state of certainly not being happy with what's going on, but, like, this isn't new, this isn't weird.
Okay. Yeah.
He's gonna go, great, well, see you in a few hours then. He, heads out the door.
Zach does not feel great about that.
That's fair.
Alright. So, Tat's gonna go kill a cop?
I guess so.
I fucking guess.
Look, I would have said it too, so,
If you had told me 5 years ago.
Also, I'm gonna say it anyway, in the game, we do not condone violence.
Correct. Don't actually kill people, I feel like should go without saying.
Absolutely.
Also,
Don't be silly.
however, fuck fascism. But we are not making any sort of generalizations about anything or anyone or what people's occupations have to do with their ideology. That's not a thing that we're going to have an opinion about on a D&D stream.
Coincidences, am I right?
It just so happens in this city, in this game,
This
they're not great.
Just this particular person.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway, cool. What's the plan?
I'm getting sleepy.
Yes, I would just like to resolve sort of like where you guys are going next, and then we could be done pretty soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, my plan is just to go truly just, like, find the nearest bad guy.
Thick.
Yeah.
If you leave quickly enough, you can try and follow that guy, or are you trying to look for like a new person?
Ooh, I don't know. I definitely think that that guy's stacked, right? As far as trying to bring down, it's gonna be rough.
He looks like a 9-foot wall of muscle.
So maybe a weaker bad guy.
Cool. Yeah, you guys are just sort of setting out on the city in search of a weak-looking, horrible person.
Yeah, that's my plan.
Cool.
I'm following, prepared to pick up the pieces if and when this fails miserably.
I honestly think we can resolve that next time so that I have a person for you and some stats. So I'm not making it up
Sick.
as I go along. I would like to ask now, just so I know, if you what are like after you do this, sort of what's on the agenda.
I think we need to do some more research. We need
Library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go to the library, see if we can get a vibe for if the Unwritten are around. We have Volition now, so we might be able to see if Volition can go and, you know, get in with them.
Cool.
Didn't Volition leave them?
Yeah, but it's possible that not everybody knows that.
Cool. Sexy. As you guys are looking for a present, any final things before we wrap up for the night?
No.
I finally finished my sample size drink.
Oh, good. Well, in that case, we will leave this session here. A reminder for everybody watching and also for everybody here, because you're all in it. Our final session of the Curse of Black Valley will be next week, March 16th. Also, our start time will be changing from here on forward because Arizona is stupid and switches time zones during daylight savings. So our new start time going forward is going to be 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time for our start time. Still Thursday nights going forward. So yeah, that's going to start next week. That will be our last session of Tkabv. And then we will have something new at the beginning of next month. Also, we're taking a 1 week break this month on the 23rd. So our next session of novels is not going to be until the 31st.
Yep.
The 30th. Yeah, that is all of that jazz. Keep an eye on all of the official Stories of Book socials for announcements about what is coming next and schedule updates and all of that fun stuff. And yeah, we will see you guys next time.
Have a good night.
Good
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.